Hey guys, how's it going? Well, this is Triple J, and I just wanted to talk a little bit of shop with y'all about some cool cars. And first and foremost, and becoming one of my favorite cars of all time, is the Holden. This thing's cool. This is it's called a Utester, and it looks a lot like a Pontiac on the front end to me. It really does. I mean, this thing's beautiful. I want to open this up and let you guys see it. Okay, take the packaging. If I have it really centered there. I got this from a friend of mine in Australia about 10, 15 years ago. He was an avid Hot Wheel collector, and he said, "You got any Holdens?" I go, "What's a Holden?" I know, that's pretty bad. Well, he sent me this to show me what a Holden was. I don't want to break this thing. This is huge, but I don't. This is the only car I have of this size. Look at this thing. Watch. The engine. Oh, yeah, baby. Look at the detail of this thing. Get my stupid hand out of the way. Now, this is a cool car. They don't have anything like this in the States. This is just insane. I mean, look at it. You can put your tools in here. And then, of course, it's got the bed that comes up like this. And look, it's got the little hydraulic shocks. Tailgate drops down. Put your beer in there with the ice. Just like a round 10 at Mount Western Raceway with the Rover and J. Woodsy Woods in the Ford. So we're going to open this thing up. Oh, I don't want to break this thing up. Oh, no. Yeah, let's go this way. I think the windows actually roll down. No, they don't. Look at this thing. Beautiful detail. Man, if they only made a Hot Wheel like this, it would be fantastic. I love this. I'm going to put it back on the mantle. But, well, actually, it's going to go back in the box for now. But anyway, I wanted to share this with you guys. Yes, I do love Holdens. Of course, I'm a Ford Mustang man, actually. But the more I look at these Holdens, the more I love them. Okay, I'll put this away in a bit because I've got some cool cars. I was talking with KC and Mark about different castings. And, you know, it's Christmas time. And first of all, it's so hard to get Holdens down in Australia, which just blows my mind. And you guys are like trying to find cars that look like Holdens, like you can dress them up like a Holden. Okay, well, here's a Holden. You guys seen this from before in my videos. This is fast. It's a custom. I hacked it to get larger wheels in there just to see if I could, you know, improve the performance. But the rest of them that I've got the privilege of customizing, I just kept with the stock size wheels. But I made some modifications to put the tires on. And you've seen this race too. This thing's fast. This one's going to Uncle Simon. Yes, this is one for him. It's one of those paint jobs where I started off doing some detail in the front and I screwed up and, well, painted all the way back to the roof. Okay, guys. So I've been doing some looking. Now, this kind of resembles a Holden. A little bit too fat in the back. It's a BMW Matchbox casting. All metal. Very heavy. Pretty nice car. But another one that really caught my eye was the Monte Carlo concept car. Came out in '98, and this is full metal. Matter of fact, I have one down at Mount Western Raceway. It's called the Streak, and it was a combination build where I took this tall high raker, and then I took one of these, and let's see, I swapped the interior, kept the glass, and kept the base, and then I had to grind the shit out of these wheel wells to get the next size wheel up. And this was before I came up with the tire idea, or knew how to actually, you know, put the tire idea into action. And here's a first edition that I have of this. So I'm going to make another one of those customs, but this next one is going to actually have tires on it. Okay, so that's kind of cool. Now these NASCARs, I was looking at these closely, and these are Pontiac Grand Prix. And if you look at the front end, I mean, they kind of look like a Holden to me. I mean, that's pretty close. I mean, like KC, you could probably, and Mark, you guys could easily get that to look like a Holden. You know, yeah, these are NASCARs, but, you know, change the interior around and just paint them to make them look like a regular car and put some cool wheels on them. These things would be super fast. I mean, all metal. I mean, these are great cars. And I still have a bunch of those for the NASCAR challenge. I know Simon's been talking about that, having it at the track, and I'm glad he warmed up to the idea. And I mean, I would really rather do supercars, but I have NASCARs here, and I look for supercars, and they're really kind of hard to find, and they're very expensive here in the States even. I found an RX-3, Mark. I bought this on eBay. I think I got it for $2. It was like $1.99, but there's a lot more of these where that came from. So just to show you that, I'm going to show you guys my first failed build. Yep, Ford GT40. Got in a hurry, feeling all good about myself. Heck, there was only one rivet to drill out, and I had my angle wrong. And come on there, you son of a bitch! Right there. I don't know if you can see it, but I just butchered it. Just slid. I didn't even know at the time. Then I opened it up like, oh, here's your gift. Yeah. So I, would probably cut this off and put some kind of a stud in there and maybe weld it or glue it in there to repair it. But Casey, thank you for bringing this back to life. And this is, obviously, I'm going to give this to you. But I just want to watch you do it. You got to do a show, man, doing this car. And you can paint it whatever you want. But this is a bonus GT40. And I hate to think that I took such a nice car and just totally screwed it up, because I tend to do that. I like to grab the really nice ones and customize them, because a lot of the guys that have those are collectors and they don't open them. And I was one of those guys at one time, but not so much anymore. Now I'll go into my collection occasionally and pull out a car that I think is going to be fast or cool or look good on camera, because the better we look on camera, the better hot car track does in the ratings. I found a couple GT40s here. Right here, KC. I've got this green one here too. These were classics. I got these by the case, and I don't remember how long ago, but I do distinctly remember that they cost me $2 a piece. But all my mainline cars, I normally just pay $1. And this is not about making money for me. It's, I just like to break even, and then I could, reinvest into something else. Okay, let me show you what else I found. Okay, I did some research, and the elusive Holdens. Let's see, we have the Pontiac Monero. It looks, it's almost exactly like the GTO of the same year, and I think that was a 2004 is where I hit the bingo, and 2006 was another good year that I noticed online. And I did some searching, and I found a Pontiac GTO 2004, and it looks exactly like the Monero. It looks like a Holden, just a subtle difference in the front end. And I ordered that, and typically I don't like to spend more than, I'll spend $20 in a car, but it better be really cool, and it better be extremely rare, and the cheapest one on the internet. Then I'll think about spending $20, but I don't like doing that, and I don't like paying a lot for shipping. Nobody does. But I also found, let's see, a Pontiac Grand Prix. Showed you that with a NASCAR, and the Grand Dams that I researched didn't really turn up anything. But there are Holdens out here, and I've got a bunch of Holdens. I know I do. They're at my parents' house, and you guys heard this before. But somewhere down the line, I will get all those cars and I'll have them, and the ones that I have extra, I will make available, and I'll let you guys know as soon as possible. Okay, so we went over the Monte Carlos and the Grand Prix and the similarities to Holdens, and that was pretty cool. Oh, here's one of my original Hot Wheels. Came out in like 76. This thing's all metal, and somehow on the plane I broke the wheel. So when I get the courage up, I'm going to drill this out and find it. It's probably solid. It's probably solid metal, man. This thing is it's pretty heavy. And soon I'll be out of the Stone Age, and I will no longer have to use the abacus to calculate the weight in grams. I have a digital scale on the way. Yay. Okay, you guys ever heard of a GT Racer? Mark? And to answer your question, yeah, I found a couple of those. And these were purchased off the peg. Okay, I also found these Solaires, which I got off the peg. And I don't know if anybody likes Lotus Elise 340R, but here's the first edition. This one's kind of smart looking, but that's not really part of the conversation. I'll just set it over here to the side. Is that Mike's truck? Poor boy sent one of these down to Hot Car Track, and it's a MX-48 Turbo, which is not a real car, but it's a real heavy car. It's full metal, and this is actually pretty cool looking. I hope I'm holding these cars in front of the camera. My cat is scratching at the door and he's pissing me off. I can't let him in. He'll knock shit over. It's just the way he is. Okay. Let me show you some other cool stuff. What I found. Okay, are these the Solaires? Yeah, these are the Solaires. These aren't the GT Hunters. And these have plastic bases, but they're heavy. Pretty nice looking cars, actually. Oh, and I found a gently played with, probably grew wings a few times, GT Hunter. And then what's this? Is this the Silver Bullet? All right. This one isn't that great. This is played with. Here's another one. Played with well. I mean, those need wheel swaps. But I did find this one. Oh, yep. This has nickel-plated axles. So, Mark, I found this for you. This was in I don't know what this is. It might have been a color shifter. It's pretty cool. I was, as a kid, I did like the concept cars, but as I grew older, I didn't like them as much, and so they kind of got pushed to the wayside. Let's see, the GT Hunters. I have the original in gold, I think, or it's sort of a bronze looking. Here's another one of these. So you can see this one was probably a water damaged car. And I found this Porsche. It's kind of cool. This is a, what is it? CHO. Yeah, it's not gold, but I think the axles are pretty straight. The car sucks. It doesn't. These are slow. I don't know what's wrong with those stupid Porsches. Oh, I don't know why. I found this Jaguar, and it's really kind of pretty with the red and that interior. I don't know who likes these British Roadsters. Okay. Oh, look, poor boy. The jig is up. I know what you did. You took the engine out, put a bunch of clay, heavy clay on it. This is a nitro door slammer. And actually, this thing hauled, it was very fast out of the package. It probably isn't anymore, but let's see, what else do we have here? Another Porsche. This one I don't think is anything special. Got a bunch of these well, not a bunch, but I have some more of these Cadillacs. I just thought I'd get that out. Let's see. So that's really kind of it. I've been really excited about being involved with the racing at Mount Western Raceway and getting to meet all you guys. And, you know, I feel pretty good about it. You know, I look forward to, you know, racing every day and checking on there and seeing how you guys are doing and getting a chance to chat. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. And I'm looking forward to it. I really am. I've got some cars and I'm going to send down. I don't know which ones I'm going to send down yet, but probably the truck. I don't know what you guys want to race, but for Road Warriors 3, I'm leaning towards the truck because the truck needs to redeem itself. It should have done better. I heard it by putting the little wheels in the back because I didn't know how to grind out the fender wells properly, like I did in this one. And this one's fast. I'm going to do a test hopefully before I ship down to Australia, and I'm going to race all these cars. Here's a new custom I just got. I love Mustangs. Like I said, here's a Mach 1 71, and this is a Hot Ones. Got the tires on there, but I ran the stainless steel screws that are long enough for this one, so this custom is not quite finished. And then let's see what else. The camera's starting to slip. Let me figure that out here. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Okay, there we go. Yeah, I'll show you my cop car. I probably showed you this before, but I'm really proud of it. This was a green light, and these things are nothing like Hot Wheels. When you open them up, the axle bay is sealed, and so I had to clip with some tin snips and made a V to make a channel for the axles, and then the axles weren't straight, and so I fought for hours getting the front straight, and I finally got it straight, and it's pretty cool. I can't wait to test this one out. Scorpio Love Smith got a hold of me, wanted to do some racing, and he doesn't really do customs, but he said he raced some customs, and I was trying to, I didn't know that, you know, it's like you send him down there, I'm not sending him back, I don't got the time. And I get that. I mean, living down in San Francisco, you're busy, you got to be hustling all the time. It's expensive to live there. But this one here, I had to jack it up. I put a rubber, actually a synthetic rubber type gasket in there, so I got the clearance to fit tires in the back. This thing's extremely light. It still weighs, yeah, it's lighter than most stock Hot Wheels, but I gave it some weight, and it should give it some tremendous handling. I can't wait to test that out too. But that is not a Road Warrior. Now the next project of some pressure is the Bugatti Veyron, and this is going to Craig down at Hot Wheels Boys in New Zealand. This has the wobbly wheel, and so I've never opened up one of these before, so I've got a mystery version of the same thing, and I'm going to drill this out and have a look at the guts and the studs so I know what I'm doing when I work on the actual car. I'm going to give them a wheel swap. Maybe not the fronts. I mean, I'd rather not touch them if I don't have to. But I have the skill. I can replace them. I'm going to give them some new rears. Maybe I'll even slip a tire on these things. Put a little weight in there for them. Okay. I think that probably covers it. I really just wanted to show you guys the Holden. And I wanted Mark to see some of these cars. I wanted you guys to see them as well. KC, I wanted you to see the GT40 that I screwed up, that I asked you to fix. And okay, and as far as the NASCARs go, I'm assuming that you guys are going to want some Grand Prix because they have a life after NASCAR. I was actually thinking about taking a. Let's see if I have one out here. It's called a Power Rage. It was here's one. Here's an example. I already killed this. They have pretty nice wheels. They look like faster than evers, but they're not. They're still nice wheels. And it has a wing on it. And so just have to basically drill out the back of one of these, grind off the rear spoiler, make it flat, and then put the wing on the back, and it'll sit just right. Matter of fact, there's the wing. And I don't know if you can imagine, you can probably imagine that, but it'll kind of resemble a supercar, and for a hell of a lot cheaper. So I do have a lot of these, and I think I'm gonna think I probably have like 7 or 8 left. And I'm going to need 3 more to finish the projects that I have lined up. But the rest of them will be available. They're mystery cars and they're loose. I got $1 into them. But email me, you guys, and tell me what you want. I have tons of cars, and this is not about making a killing. It's just about getting my money back, and in most cases, my dad's money back, because he's really got the addiction. He's the collector in the family, big time. I mean, I collected too, but he collected everything, and he's responsible for some of the non-licensed type of cars or the fantasy cars. Like these, for instance, the GT Racers. I know Dad bought these. And here we go. This came out, the 2018 Bentley Continental. Looks pretty cool. I was thinking about taking one apart and see if I can make a hot rod out of it. I mean, I like it. Should be pretty cool. So anyway, that's that. Wait, is there one more thing? Well, there's always something else. No, we'll call that good. I just can't wait to race. Check this out, you guys. These came out at Target yesterday. I mean, they weren't cheap. These are like, it's more than I'll spend $20 on individual cars, but I don't want to spend $14 on one thing. But it's got a GT40 in there, and it's got a pretty cool paint job, and this truck is pretty cool as well. This is the set. There's a Mustang. See, this is the one my dad likes. He digs the VWs. He's got to have this. And Mercedes is pretty cool as well. Look at that van it comes with. I could see that parked at Mount Western Raceway. Euro hauler. That's cool. All right. Well, this one here is staying at home. It's going to stay on my track, because eventually I will have my track up. And it'll be another test track again coming up soon as the weather breaks. I could have got it done today, but I had too many other things to do. So I'll keep you guys posted. But in the meantime, after you watch this, back to the hot car track, because you never know when he's going to release the race. And it's the final week of it. I'm up against Redline Salvage Inc. And yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. I think it's going to look pretty cool. The truck's upsetting me because of the rear end slide now, because there's no weight in the back, and it's got little tiny wheels rather than the proper size wheels. And when he swings coming out of through the second corner, I have a feeling I might be able to sneak by him underneath. I usually take the high side. If we come into a tie and he goes into that sweep, hopefully I'm a little bit ahead of him, and that'll just knock me forward. If I'm behind him, oh man, there's going to be carnage. And it's going to look pretty cool. I can't wait to see you guys race, see us race. And then, of course, Hot Rods is coming up, and that's going to be cool with a new format. And, how well does your stock mainline do in traffic? Oh, one more car. This was Car Culture. Hot Wheels. It had the wrong kind of rubber on it. It's a really cool Mustang. I put FT, faster never wheels, on it. And this has tires on the back. They barely clear. So I might have to put a little slight lift in the back so I get the clearance that I need so the tires don't rub. I mean, you can see they rub when they want. But I'm going to try it without the lift on the track and see how it rolls. I don't have, it's at stock weight at the present time, but that is subject to change. Okay. If I don't talk, well, I will talk to you again, and soon, and before Christmas. But in the meantime, you guys take care, and thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I mean, I got the camera to work properly, so it's not just, vertical. Now it's horizontal, and you can see things. You can see welcome to my nightmare, but it's a good nightmare. All right, you guys, you take care, and like I always say, trips out. Cheers, everyone.